What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Joe Chapo back in the building. Another edition of If They Only Knew. We got Light on the Hill, the Spotlight, and the BX and shit.
Go ahead, keep on asking for this, baby.
Oh, they keep on asking for it and shit. Yo, that's
keep on asking for this, baby.
Yo, you're right. I don't even know why we have to introduce you, but you know, just for the hell of it, just for the sake of it, go on and introduce yourself, man.
What's up, everybody? I'm Eric Costo. Everybody call me CUZZO. And I'm back on with my fam, man. My peoples, man. Wait till this summer. Wait till this summer what you see we doing.
Right.
Sky's the limit, yo. Sky's the limit, yo.
Facts, yo.
But yo, I definitely
and next month.
Oh.
Next month, March Rapness.
March Rapness. Ooh, shit.
That shit gonna be lit.
I can't wait.
I'm coming down.
That's right. You welcome.
I'm coming down the Bronx, bro.
It's gonna be live, yo. Live.
You welcome, baby.
Ain't nobody doing that shit, yo. This is history right here, yo.
Yeah.
History. March Rapness. It starts what we said, the 12th? What was it, the 12th?
14th?
12th to the 14th, the weekend of shit, yo. That Friday. We gotta get the exact. I got it over.
My local homie, that's my fucking brother. We was like this in prison, and he just got out. He just maxed out. He just did 15 years straight, and he coming with me. I'm getting him on that shit. Cuz been rapping for 15 years straight, dedicated to that shit.
Hell yeah.
And bro, he nice and he original too. Like,
oof. Yo, that means he got about 100 albums in the stash.
Yeah.
Minimal.
And he was real smart too with his shit. He kept it on the low. I'm one of the few people that got to really hear his shit. Cause you know how people be jacking shit in prison, bro. You might have a lifer that got mixtapes for days and hard as fuck. And somebody steal their shit that gets out and act like they wrote that shit.
Yep. Man, yeah, I can't wait for this shit. This is gonna be different.
That shit gonna be lit.
Anybody that rhymes, anybody that, you know what I'm saying, spits and shit, yo, go and hit us up. You already know. DM us, yo, if they only knew _us.
And I want all my subscribers. Everybody subscribe to Prison Consultant with Eric Costo. Man, I want all y'all subscribe to my homies and check that shit out. That March Rapness is gonna be lit. And check out all the other interviews they got.
I appreciate that.
What interview? You got something lined up soon, right?
Yeah, we got some shit coming up, yo. We got some surprise guests coming on and shit, yo. That I definitely love, yo.
We got some treats. We got some treats.
Yo.
Yeah.
We got some good ones, yo. But yo, today we gonna do something different and shit. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody really do it in a while. I don't think, yo. I know somebody has done it, but we're gonna do prison tattoos, yo. As you can see, he got what, like 1, 2 maybe tattoos and shit, yo. Just a couple. He just
1 or 2.
Yeah.
Nah, like, I mean, y'all know when I got locked up, I was a kid and I ain't have 1 tattoo. And I'm completely covered. All my shit was jailhouse. And for those of y'all that don't know what I mean by it's jailhouse tattoos, everything was homemade. Okay, this is what we used for the gun, to make the tattoo gun. We used a motor from a Walkman. Some of you young boys don't even know what a Walkman is.
Hey, what the fuck is that? Okay. What is that?
That's where they got the idea for a fucking iPod and shit. That was the OG of the CD player.
Facts.
Yeah.
But we got lifers who've been down 30, 40 years. They still got these joints and they make excellent tattoo motors. So we get the motor out of that. Then you're gonna make a bar, a post bar. You're gonna melt a pen cap and one of your buttons from your prison issue joint. You're gonna get guitar string. You're gonna cut that shit. You're allowed to order musical instruments in prison. You use the guitar string. You're gonna wrap that around the bar tight. Then for the post, the tube where the ink comes in, you're gonna get a pen tube. Okay? You take the insert out, cut that shit. That joint gets put through the tube. The guitar string will go all the way through out. Okay? Every time the button rotates where it's on, the needle goes like this. It goes boom, 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 boom. And that's how you get the stab joint, just like a gun. Boom, 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 boom.
Piston.
When you push it into the ink, the pen joint where you write with a regular pen, that little tip is going to allow the ink to get sucked up into the tube. Now, a lot of people say, and this is true, you can get diseases very easy getting tatted in prison. Hep C and AIDS all day long. I'm completely covered, got 1,000,001 tattoos, never got hep, never got HIV, never got nothing. Never even got staph infection, and that's very common. Why? Because I always made a new tube and made new ink. A lot of people think that they could just make a new tube and they cool. Nah, bro, the ink. Let's say your tattoo artist is hitting up 23 cell. Bang, he using that ink. 23 cell had a whole bunch of leftover ink that he was dipping in. But you know his blood in that shit. Boom, he's saving it because the ink is homemade.
Yep.
The ink is made by soot, and that's drawing making that shit because you have to start a fire in your cell. You start a little campfire underneath your desk. The soot comes up, hits the top. Once it takes up, you get your ID. You know, your ID, your prison ID. Scrape the top, that shit comes down. Now you got all the soot. You're gonna take that. You need to find a connect in the nurse's office and medical. They're gonna steal you a bunch of alcohol pads. This is gonna take a minute, but it makes your ink dark as fuck. Use alcohol pads. Do not use shampoo. Do not use water.
No.
You want dark shit? Alcohol pads. You ring everyone out. Bop, bop, bop. That's what you throw on, and that's only what you throw on the soot. Do a little bit at a time to get the right thickness, but always make your own ink. It's not hard. Don't be a bitch. If you're willing to go in somebody's cell, which is unauthorized area, you willing to get a tattoo, don't be a bitch. You don't want hep. You don't want a, like, make your own ink. Yep. That way you know ain't nobody's shit mixed in that. Yep. And always, always give them new pens. So you know you'll get a new tube, or learn to make that shit yourself like I did. I made everything myself. That way I knew, because I didn't do tats or nothing like that. I just got tatted. But I made myself learn the trade, so I ain't catch nothing.
So let's get to that first. What was that first tattoo? Where was it? What was it? What made you get it? How much you paid for it? What else, yo? What did I leave out?
A lot of tattoos. I want to give a shout out to all my tattoo artists in prison, because a lot of my shit was done for free, just out of respect, because they fucked with me. And the ones that I would give, I mean, even if you look out for me, I sold drugs the whole time I was in prison, so I'm gonna tip you. A lot of my artists, you know, got high, so I would get them high before they would tap me, so that way, you know, they grooving and shit. They already offered for free, so whatever their drug of choice, I get them on, and then
I don't know, man. What if they?
Most of them work better when they on. Real shit. because
Now
you
got
know
a lot
most of them
back and shit, yeah.
tattoo artists make crazy money in prison.
Hell yeah.
So their drug, if they fiends, you know what I mean, their drug habit is on a whole other level.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
They know how to manage this shit. Yeah. Yeah. So what was your first one? All right, so ready this shit, yo.
my first one was a gun.
Oh shit.
Hold up. I'm gonna get my girl because she's gonna have to hold this shit so I can show you.
All right.
Can you film this?
Yeah, what? If
I
you
can
could put
show
a number on it, how many tattoos do you think you have?
I stopped counting after 200.
Ew. Yo.
Woo!
All right, so your first one. Look at this shit.
All right, so my first tattoo, right, was this right here.
Let me see.
Oh shit. Yo, that ain't bad. Yo, that's hot, yo.
Yo, that shit is hot, yo.
Yo, the line work is sick, yo.
Pick and poke.
Oh shit.
That
How
was
long
not
that took?
with a gun. That was done with a staple
Oh,
at the end of a pen, and that shit took like 2.5 hours of nonstop stab.
that's pretty fucking quick though, yo. That's quick.
Right here. Hold up. That shit hurt.
Yo, that shit is hot, yo. They put
That
some
shit
work,
hurt.
yo. I'm sure they fucking did, yo.
But I got that in the county, right? I was locked up for homicide and shit, and you know, motherfuckers kept telling me, "CUZZO, there ain't no guns in jail."
I got
You little as shit. You need to start like being savage, bro.
Yeah.
And I did. I followed their advice, but I got that tattoo because when a motherfucker from now on tell me there ain't no guns in jail because I'm locked up for shooting and shit, they wanna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I do got mine right here.
right here.
And then when I got to prison, a gun wasn't a weapon to me no more. When you're doing years in prison, a banger is.
Yeah.
Yo, so let me ask you. Yo,
So,
hold
I got my gun for the street.
yeah.
And I got my banger for prison.
Yeah. That's
Yo.
sick. Yeah.
Yo, so
That's
let me,
sick.
so did you actually have the banger? Like when you was running around the jail, did you have it where the tattoo was at?
Yeah, that shit, they think it's a 3D tattoo.
Very rarely, for real. Most of the time, I would have it in my sleeve, like long sleeve. It's tied to my wrist, so I could just flip out.
Of course.
And then I won't lose it because it's tied to my. But yeah, I would have it there sometimes, but rarely. I'm trying to have that shit hidden.
Nah, of course.
But I always had some type of weapon on me. If we were in a situation where I knew COs were going to be heavy patting people down, because in Pennsylvania, we have Pittsburgh versus Philly basketball games.
Mm.
You know, those are the two major cities in PA. A lot of money be going, getting dropped on them games, and whatever city loses do not like losing.
Mm.
And it's all like they be patting us the fuck down and all that shit like crazy when shit like that's going on.
That's a real game right there, yo. That's a real game. Yeah.
But all right, so got that.
Got the gun, the banger. I mean, I don't know what
You got the
this
savage
right here, my neck joint, right?
Uh-huh.
A R M D. All rats must die. Everything that I put on me,
It meant something.
it meant something. And I had to get the okay from people to get it. because you can't get certain tattoos in prison and you ain't about that shit. So every savage, crazy tattoo I got on me, I had to have other motherfuckers say, yeah, you can rock that shit. Yeah, get that shit.
Like a badge, like another badge.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Do you have any artwork on you
do I have any what?
Do you have any artwork on you that goes along with some of the artwork you created in there, if you know what I mean?
I have the only thing that I have that's like personal that art-wise, I drew a picture in 2nd grade that my mom sent me. I had my homie put that picture on top of the light in the cell and put wax paper on top so he could trace drawing that I did when I was in 2nd grade.
That's ill.
And I got that right here.
No, that's you did that. Your picture like this, yo. You did this in the 2nd grade, man?
Yeah.
Damn, yo. That's hot right there,
yo.
That's hot. That's crazy.
My left sleeve, right? This tells the whole story of my life before I went to prison. Okay. And it starts with my hand, and it says, "Feel my pain." And the background is all prison bars because everything on this sleeve is what led me to prison. So I got, hold up. Yeah, you're gonna have to hold this. All right, you see the girl, right?
You can't, if you had a little bit more light in there.
Too dark.
So
yeah, go by here.
We'll turn the light on. Make it better for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You see it now?
Yeah.
All right. The girl is just the fast women of the street. You know, if you hustling and shit like that, I don't care who is tricking. I was. So that just represents the women that just the fast women in that life. You going after chick after chick after chick, and they always get you in trouble. The money sign, obviously the addiction. We always need more and more and more money. And the things that you got to do to get that shit. Right here, I got the razor blade. And that's self-explanatory.
Of course. That's the artwork. The artwork inside, of course.
I got the assault rifle shells.
Ooh.
The banner on it says hate. And, you know, before, for those of you that smoke people before, you need the last thing you put in your head, especially if you ain't just a psychopath. You got to get angry. You know, you got to get like in your head the hate, and it'll help you. And I, like, that's my old life, but that's just it meant something to me because I wasn't like that. I didn't really like doing all that violent shit that I was doing. I just did it because of the money.
Yeah.
But then I got the gun, and the gun at the bottom of the clip is a cross hanging like it's a keychain hanging from the gun. And the cross says, "Forgive me." That to me represents when I killed my homie. And I'm just asking for forgiveness for, you know, what I did. This right here, this girl with the gas mask, with the electrical tape over her tits, was my wife at the time. She turned state and tried to get me, you know, that that life.
Did she start off with the gas mask, or did you put the gas mask on her?
This is a real picture of her.
Wow.
This was traced also. But she was into all that like artistic porn shit.
Yeah.
So this is the actual picture I had it traced. But what I added to the picture was her throat being slit, and then stop snitching underneath. It was like a divorce present to myself because we was married and I divorced her, and like, you know, I don't hurt women or nothing like that, but like to me, like I would, but I don't do that.
It's self-expression.
Bro, she lied, bro. Like that's what broke my heart. Like, like it's whatever, but it's that joint. Then alcohol. Out our way, it ain't far to Ohio and West Virginia. We right on that corner. PA and Ohio, we get crazy moonshine by them hillbillies.
I fuck with that moonshine, yo.
Yo,
Fishy.
bro, they have fire ass shit.
That shit
I be drinking that shit like crazy, and that shit be getting me in tons of fights and dumb shit. But everything on this sleeve, on the hand, main thing to feel my pain. This is everything that just brought me pain in my life. Right here, you got the loke. That's just another big CRIP tattoo to let people know who the fuck I am.
Right.
A lot of people, they get small gang tattoos because if you violate, you rat, you do some gay shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know that ain't politically correct out here, but in prison, these are the rules if you're gangbanging. No homosexuality is allowed when you're gangbanging.
I mean,
none of that.
And shit, but,
now, when you do something to violate, they have to cut your gang tattoo off of you or burn it, or they can thatch that shit. And that's and you're just slicing that shit and it'll fall off. So you barely ever see people with gang tattoos like I have it. And the reason why I got it right here and so big and on my back. That's my gang on top. This is my set on the bottom. If I violate, everyone in that prison knows I'm gonna die. It is physically impossible to survive from getting this cut off of you and your whole fucking back. So I did that to let people know how serious I was, and I ain't worried about ever having to be told to get this shit cut off of me. And it helps because it lets other motherfuckers know what type of time you're on. And especially if you're white and you're doing that, they think you're nuts. Like they don't know how to understand you at all. And if they don't understand you, you good.
Definitely. I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know what's there to question. Like
right under, I made this saying up: live fast, die slow. And what that means to me, you live fast on the street. As soon as you get booked, you get locked up. You dying slow. The fast life over. You dying slowly. Especially for those that got the life sentence. All my homies, even anybody that's done over a decade. You're dying slow in that joint. That's how I felt. You know, I lost my whole entire adulthood in prison. I went in as a teenager and left in my 30s. Like, that's what it is. And, bro, we be talking about this all the time. With the young boys, they don't understand what they're really getting into.
Man, they think they living in a video and shit, yo. They think
That
life
15 minutes of street fame really does last only for 15 minutes.
ain't no rewind, yo.
And then you paying for that shit for years and years. And everybody that you was trying to impress and trying to show that you bout that shit is gone. They got some other crash dummies doing shit. And I gangbang. And a lot of my homies, you know, they disagree when I be saying shit like this, but I knew all this before I signed up to gangbang. But I knew I was already in this. I knew what it was.
Yeah.
A lot of these young boys have no fucking clue what they're heading into.
They think, they think this shit is just entertainment. I don't know what the
Trying to say
like, that's the new shit.
no young boys are bitches. I mean, they wilding out here. But what I'm saying is there's a difference. There is a difference from being a bitch and being a gangster.
Exactly.
And impressing people. And bro, it ain't hard to kill somebody. It ain't, bro. Anybody could. It ain't hard. You move your finger. And especially when you got a big battery in your back and all your homies like, come on, get a body. You ain't got no body. Get a body. It ain't gonna be hard, bro. Your adrenaline's gonna go through you. You're gonna pop a perk or get drunk, and your homie's gonna gas you right into that shit. And then once you do it, you're gonna realize it ain't no big deal. And that's where you're gonna, damn, this shit easy. Damn, this ain't about nothing. Damn, I got away with this shit.
Yep.
And before you know it,
that shit is like a drug.
You do get caught. You eventually do get caught. Because that's another thing with the young boys. When we was doing shit like that, we didn't tell nobody.
Yeah.
You let other motherfuckers assume.
They wouldn't care while they doing it and shit.
It wasn't from you posting it.
Watch this.
Yo, that's crazy. You like, the feds love that shit.
Yeah. That shit is easy money right there.
Attorney generals, the DEA, they all loving.
Using lyrics, they using video, they using the fucking social media, everything.
Yo, there's more federal indictments now than there ever been. Cause when I was growing up, it wasn't all these federal indictments. It was DTs, undercovers coming to your crib, but not the FBI. Like, these niggas are getting caught for local drug dealing, conspiracy shit, and getting all wild type of time on them. Like,
throwing gang time at them.
Yeah.
They try to scare motherfuckers, yo. That's what they try to do, yo. But
but it's fucking working. It's working.
I mean, it's working for them and shit because they throwing this time at everybody. They get it paid. They get it paid. It's, you know, it's a fucking business for them and shit, yo. Man, this shit's crazy, yo. So anyway,
the Jason tattoo. I was very, very fortunate to not ever get a misconduct for stabbing anybody. I really did not like going to that route, but I never did anything on the whim. I was more the type to not let you know that I even felt some type of way about something you might have said or anything like that, because I'm smart enough to know my size. I'm 5'7", and I'm 150 something pounds. I ain't doing nothing. Like I could fight and all that shit, but I need my advantage where I know you ain't getting out on me. And I ain't scared to lose. It's just winning makes your point.
Yeah. I
Go
mean,
across.
why would you dive into some shit you know you're gonna fucking end up losing this shit, yo? You gotta strategize this shit, yo. You get the advantage, yo. That's the whole point, man. Fuck that.
When I was at Western, I had to use my knife a little more. And dudes kept calling me Jason.
For some odd reason. Just yeah.
Yo, like,
You taking
and
them triple leg, huh?
we was all getting drunk and high on Deuce a lot in that prison because the cops didn't give a fuck, and some of the COs were getting high with us.
That's a good CO.
So like, I was a little more paranoid because of that shit, and yeah, motherfuckers like, man, don't let him smoke. He be turning into Jason when he smokes that shit. So one of our homies was a tattoo artist, and he was like, yo, let me tattoo Jason on you. And bro, this shit hurt so bad right here.
Yeah, I'm fucking sure. That's
because Jason was coming into you.
Yeah, that's a fucked up spot right there, man.
Jason,
all the way around. All the way around.
Then right here, my stomach.
See?
There you go.
Dango.
There you go. I'm an
That's
Italian.
what I thought it said, but I thought I was tripping for a minute. Yeah.
No, I'm Italian, and you know that's what all the Irish and and everybody likes to call us and shit. And you know, prison gets geographical and shit.
Unfortunately,
I'm the type of dude that I like. Yeah, I am.
Right.
Yeah, right. I am a Dago. Like,
just in case you want to know, there you go.
Yeah. And we got Philadelphia. Nicky Scarfo was running the mob last in there, and he you know, his reputation speaks for itself. He's still got a lot of his hitters that are locked up in PA State Prison, the ones that was doing the killings and shit. And you know, they taught me a lot. You know, they all old heads, and a lot of young boys don't pay attention to them. I'm Italian, so I really looked up to them dudes. And you know, they taught me a lot. They taught me so much shit. And yeah, shout out to everyone that's still alive that was with Nicky Scarfo out in Philly. All y'all that's still locked up in PA State Prison, like, I send my Dago love to all y'all. Because y'all still ain't bitching. And them dudes in there ain't tell. They took their life sentence. And they could have told on all kinds of shit and got out.
Yeah.
Never did 1 year. These motherfuckers are on 40, some of them got 40 years in.
Since we on that, what do you think about that certain someone that, you know, decided to snitch on their organization in order to avoid certain time?
Listen, I'm old school. And I'm glad you said that, because I heard something the other day. You know what a saying is now with these young, and I'm not saying all young boys, but I'm a 6'9" you.
What? Hold on.
Dead ass.
I had to put this shit down, yo.
Dead ass.
You actually walking around saying this shit?
I heard. Yeah. I'm a 6'9" you.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna take your phone with all your clients, bitch.
Wow.
And they was dead ass.
Damn, yo. That shit was unheard of. Yo, like I don't. Yo, they sit here and call us old. I put OG on us and shit, yo. I mean, I'm a little bit, just a little bit older than you, but
listen, y'all know what I started this week. You know, I started that tree removal and snowplow shit, bro.
Big up.
I would destroy it. I would kill it if I was a criminal still. Everything I learned in prison, everything I trained myself for, I'm militant as fuck with this shit, and I'm smart as fuck with this shit. But because of that, I won't ever be a criminal because of who all is doing criminal shit. You are going to get told on.
Yep.
Not everyone is going to tell on you. But it's only this much that is not, and it's this much. And if anybody say I'm lying, look at the fucking statistics.
There's a camera
look at the CI, confidential informant statistics in the past 10 years. Look how much the feds and the DEA and every other one of them motherfuckers, how many CIs they got now compared to back then.
Facts.
Rats used to kill themselves after ratting because it would eat them up so bad.
It's like
they
a
weren't bragging about it. They were alone and eventually would kill themselves because they realized what pieces of shit they were.
I don't understand that shit, yo. Like, you know what you're getting into when you sign up, and you know, I'm saying, like,
and
they don't time out shit, yo.
And look, and let's get things clear, right? If you're not with that life, it's nothing wrong with that. Don't dip and dab. Once you get into the streets,
if you ain't about that life, yo.
Right. If you into the streets,
I mean,
then you have to live by the street code. Exactly.
Exactly.
That shit don't stop and shit when the fucking feds get involved and shit, yo.
Yep.
Nah.
Yep.
That shit's crazy, yo. Pardon me.
Bro, it's another thing with the tattoos, right? You see so many dudes come to jail with gang tats. They get G-checked. They don't know shit. They know nothing.
Yeah, like a fashion statement for them, yeah.
They just claim it. And that puts people like me, like, bro, I got to do something to you. I got to have one of my lokes do something to you. For what? Because you just randomly got some shit on you? Because you thought it was cool? I don't want my homies going to solitary. I don't want to go to solitary. And I know they don't want to get beat the fuck up, sliced up, stabbed up, whatever. Like, please, if y'all are watching this, I'm not like, bro, I got tons of young boys that I fuck with because they got a good head on their shoulder. They listen to what I'm saying. And what I'm saying didn't come from me. It came from the next old head, which he got it from the next old head. That's what knowledge is. Knowledge gets passed down generation to generation.
Exactly.
Too many of y'all are ignoring that. And that's a code. That's a life code. You learn from those that lived through what you ain't been through yet.
Facts.
What? I love this saying, right? My old head that, hold up. Babe. Hey, babe. Bro, people giving him a second chance, like.
That's what's up, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll start over.
Yeah, go ahead.
We on.
Oh, yeah, but JR, me and him, we came up with the idea. We seen all these people asking for firewood on Facebook. And my landlord, bro, he got tons of property and he fucks with me heavy. He a good dude. Like, he looks out for me. And he was like, yo, you chop down all my trees. And see, in the firewood business, you need seasoned trees, and that's what he got. So that's all money. It's just we didn't have the equipment and shit. Like, JR been doing that shit his whole life.
That's what's up right there, yeah.
So I put my mind to it. I got that.
Oh yeah.
Street. I got a Suburban. Bro, I started with nothing with this.
See, that's what's up.
Me and JR did all this ourselves. We put our heads together. We got a Suburban. We got a big ass trailer where we could have $300 worth of wood on each load. Like, and we've been killing it. And because he was on my show and people know what he's about now, a lot of people weren't giving him a second chance.
See?
You know, he was a vicious dude. He was a known fighter.
This is why we do what we do, man. So
but
people
he
could
changed. That prison time changed him. And he a good dude. He's a good father. He a good husband. But me and him still got our street smarts. So we ain't starving. But we both were on the same mentality. Too many people ratting. Yeah. And we ain't taking the chance of losing our loved ones again.
Yeah. Facts.
If I had, I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, if shit was different, me personally, I would love to be an outlaw again. To live outside the law. I love it. It's fun. It's enjoyment when your plan, your idea comes to life, and when you have a whole bunch of fucking money, and it's all over the place, and you, like, that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Especially when you know what it's like growing up. Like me, I was fortunate enough to get a taste of both worlds. My dad had dumb money. My mom, welfare, struggling, always worked, but just life. Like, she always tried. My mom always busted her ass.
The struggles.
But, you know, I remember times me and her going garbage shopping, we would call it. And we cruise around when it's garbage day. A lot of people throw shit away that you can sell and shit. I'm a little kid, like.
Hell yeah, shit. Yo, my pops.
I learned to hustle from that.
Yeah. Yep.
I learned the aspect of it.
Yeah. You
get this, you sell this, you get that. Like.
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy. My father used to do the same shit, yeah. He'll pick something up right here, dust it off, fix it up, make it look good, resell it and shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and my mom
then I was like, yo, why you grabbing shit out? But then I realized, yo, what he was doing and shit.
Yeah.
He's a hustler, man. He made his money, man. Anyway,
but my mom started from the bottom, right? And she's always been a good artist and amazing piano player. Like, she could hear music and play it. Give her 15 minutes. Just give her 15 minutes. Like, I remember that Beyonce song, Halo? Yeah, that joint, the Halo. Bro, my mom hears this shit, right? I call her. I'm in jail. I call her. She's like, hey, you still got your radio? Because in jail, you know, you have the little radio joint. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you hear that new Beyonce song, Halo? I'm like, yeah, I heard that joint. she like, check this out. And she playing that joint on the piano.
Oh, that's skills right there, yo.
Yeah, like,
Skills
she
right
always been like that, bro. But it's
Yo.
just, that's life sometimes. You could be talented as hell, but life can keep you down. Depending on, my mom ain't a vicious lady. She's sweet. She nice. And in this world, people take advantage of that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it's sad to say that shit. But look at social media.
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm trying to help people for real.
Yeah.
You feel me? You remember when I hollered at y'all for advice?
Definitely. Yeah. Yo.
Motherfuckers talking shit. Like, I ain't bragging about nothing. My whole message is about I hated doing that shit.
Listen. Our shit, yo, is all
The
positive.
shit.
All the
not
comments.
all the
Comments is positive.
and getting money shit, but
somebody's not happy with themselves and shit, yo. So they trying to fucking project that shit on you, man. Fuck all that shit, yo. You gotta live your own life, man. That's all, yo. I don't even. But like I said, all the comments that was on here was all positive. They all fuck with you, yo.
Yeah, there's only a few people.
One person.
I just use that as an example of how people in general are. The people that leave these comments don't know me, never met me, probably only watched enough to just give me another view, which I appreciate that shit. Thank you to all my haters that's getting me views.
Yeah.
But like, for you to just type shit like that to someone you don't even know, what happens if I was having a bad day, right? and like a real bad day, and people know that it's close to me, I got mental shit, bro. After all that solitary time,
of course.
They actually label me, it's called GBMI, guilty but mentally ill. And I had over 4 years in solitary altogether. So
For real, man.
it's fucked up that the state did that to me, and then at the end of it all tells me we're always going to give you less time for any violent acts you may commit because you're crazy. Like, what?
They certified you.
Like, all right, I ain't trying to do that shit, but
They certified you.
That's good to know. I appreciate that information.
Yo, but one thing that did help when they labeled me that, they could no longer give me more than 30 days in solitary.
At least, I mean, shit, at least that worked out, yeah.
Bro,
I mean, 4 years and shit. Yo, that's like a breeze.
I get this. I'm gonna give you a perfect example of how happy I was, right? I get this, they call it a destability, right? I'm telling all my homies, I'm like, I can't wait. Bro, I ain't been to the hole in a couple months, bro. I'm getting this because you would get 90 days for an assault, right? Bro, I'm like, I'm getting somebody. And yo, just so happens I got this young boy, right? Who ain't my young boy no more.
Yeah.
We'll get into that on another joint later. That's a whole other story, but I'm coming down the steps of Pill Line, right? And I see my young boy squared up. This dude, and I got a couple people that was locked up for me for this. One of them's going to be on my show. Bro, this dude was like 300 pounds. Big motherfucker. And he squared up with one of my local homies. And bro, you would think a normal person would be like, oh shit. Bro, I was already thinking about that 30 days when I seen that. And dude's so big, he's not used to people, doing anything. So I acted like I was just going to ignore what was going on. And as soon as I got close, some of y'all might call me a sucker for this, but I sucker punched the shit out of him. I waited till last minute. He thought I was walking past him, and I'm like, bah! Bro, as soon as I crack him, my young boy fucking starts going on him. Yo, we jumped the shit out of him. And I got 30 days.
That's just a breeze
Yo,
after the
and I got halftime.
oh,
The Sykes gave me halftime because I went to group every day. When you have disability, you ain't in solitary all day either. You got to go to group.
oh.
Now, I know a lot of people are probably thinking I'm crazy, thinking that's a luxury, but it is.
Shit.
Because old school solitary, bro, I did 18 months. Old school solitary, straight. You know how many times I wanted to bang myself, cuz, for real?
Yeah, that shit, yo, you should be able to sue behind that shit, man. Like
Yo,
that
dude,
shit.
I did 13 months of that shit, yo. That shit.
Oh, yeah, then you know.
That shit
Anything
fucks.
90 days and over,
Yeah,
you
that shit fucks
know
you
what
up.
that
Man.
shit's like.
Yo, that shit fucks you up. Yo, like even like for us, right? We only able to take showers on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. No
Yeah,
showers.
that's how PA is. Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is
yo,
y'all
like,
locked down the whole time on the weekends?
the whole weekend, you only get the 1 hour rec. And then you got to keep your hands in your pocket when you come out into your cell. If you take your hands out your pocket, that's a
Okay,
charge.
they cuff and shap. They cuff us. So when you go to the yard, you go to a dog cage. You know, that's what we call it, the dog cages.
Mm-hmm.
All the cages is just like a dog kennel.
Yeah.
They're all in a line. Now, a lot of shit be going down because you can get in a cage with somebody. You have to ask. So if you seriously with it and he with it, you can get in that cage. And a lot of people get exposed that way. A lot of people ain't willing to get in there because you have to get in there cuffed up. I actually got out on, 2 people got out on me. I took the chance and I went in cuffed up. And they did. They lied. They said it was going to be a fair one. And they told me, but you got to come in my hut. I would refuse to say no. Just because I never wanted to be looked at like I was a bitch. But most of the time, dudes were on, they didn't sneak me. Most of the time. They was with that shit because they wanted the fair one, so they ain't look like a weirdo. But two times in my 11 years, I got beat the fuck up, cuffed up.
Shit. See, New York is different. So when I was in the cat, right, there's 6 people in the cage, right? So, and there's no handcuffs on us. So when you first come in, everybody got to put their hands on the gate, right? And when all 6 people in there, the police, then police hit the gate with the wrench, you're able to be in the yard for an hour. You know what I'm saying? And police, once niggas start scrapping, police, as long as the other inmates got their hands on the fence,
don't let that go.
Yeah, them 2 inmates can get it in. Once
okay,
yeah. Gate with the wrench, you have to stop, put your hands back on the gate, and cuff you up and take you back to your cell. You know, like for me, that's how I got jumped in there. I'm thinking everything was sweet, and I'm thinking me and fam is squared up, and all of a sudden niggas start coming off the gate, and niggas started giving me the business. Yo, niggas started beating the shit out of me. Police, yo, like that shit. Yo,
that's a setup right there, yo.
Yeah, it is. But you never know who is going to be the one to be told to go in because the COs, you ain't telling them, yo, I'm selling up with him to fight. You ain't saying that. You saying shit like, yo, that's my boy. He going through it. Let me move in there. I keep him calm so he don't start no shit. And they're either going to pick you or him to move in the cell. And you got to trust the dude that he going to really do the fair one. And then after that, you in the cell with him. So then y'all got to get the CO to separate y'all without y'all telling on each other, which that ain't really hard. And a lot of COs, they know what it is. One of y'all is looking fucked up.
Yeah.
But all they care about is not having to do paperwork. The majority of them. You do have your group of COs that think they real cops and have no idea what they really got hired to do.
Yep.
Like a CO's job is to make sure we don't kill ourselves or escape. That's it.
That's it. Yep.
That's it. Really.
I mean,
there's nothing else. The counselors and the teachers and all that, that's their job to do the programs and all that. The COs, you to make sure we don't kill ourselves, others, or escape. That's it.
Yep.
They think, though, that they there to punish us and play detective and get in business seat. And another thing, like, ain't y'all going to be talking to one soon?
Yeah. Coming on.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
I definitely want to ask him some questions and shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, bro, I know he witnessed the shit. I would see COs that had no comprehension, like, what they was getting themselves into. And thought shit was sweet. That shit happened with me a few times. That shit happened with one of my homies, my boy Nasty Nate. This CO known to fuck with people. But most people bitch with COs. Most people ain't willing to go there because you have to understand, okay? And I say this because I've been through this personally.
I was going to ask you, have you ever got into it?
When you go after a CO and you legit put your hands on them, they are going to jump you. It's going to be a lot of them. And they're going to hurt you for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
They do shit like this. Look, you see my fingers? They look normal, right? Look at my pinkies. Okay, this is a Pennsylvania CO trick. You will get cuffed up. Me, I did not like the COs thinking I was a bitch either. Just like the prisoners, because the COs also, some of them are booty bandits. Some of them like to rape. So I also needed, like, and I knew what come with this. But the pain of this shit sometimes is worth it.
Yeah.
But my pinkies, right? I'm cuffed up. I got cell extracted. This is different than just going on a CO. Cell extracted, you're trying to get your point across. They come up, motorcycle helmets with the full cages over it like the football helmets have. They got shoulder pads. They got shank-proof vests. They got knee and shin pads like baseball catchers wear. They got big steel-toe boots. Okay? And in front, they got a shock shield that'll put you on the ground. I don't care how big you is. And then there is 5 COs lined up like this, one after another. And they will come with a camera. Legally, they have to film this. There's so many tricks the COs have to have blind spots to do whatever they need to do to you. So don't think that camera, don't look at that camera and think you cool. You ain't. That camera goes all over the place.
Explain the feeling of being on the other side of that door.
Scary as fuck. Scary as fuck. And I ain't gonna lie, I never did it sober. My homies would make sure that I was high because of the pain that I was gonna go through. And you know, you have to be prepared for that shit mentally too. And
Sure.
my trick, and some of y'all are gonna think this is crazy, like, oh, he shot out, but you don't understand. You literally have to get yourself amped up, but you're in a cell all by yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? In a fight, you know, you get boom, you get punched. It gives you that little shit. Okay, I'm in a fight. Boom. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. I would boom, boom. I would punch myself a couple times looking at them and nonstop telling them to come in. So it was like I'm fighting them already.
Yeah.
That's what would help me mentally prepare, because you're not winning. You're not. I would only get the first CO. And what I would do is I would take my mattress off. Any of y'all that this is prison consultant 101, real shit. If you want to just get one CO hurt, this is how you do it in PA. You fucking get on your bunk, you take the mattress off, get on the very back up against the wall, stand straight up. As soon as the cell door gets halfway open, run forward. You're gonna get fucked up doing this, but it's gonna take his fucking head off. These fuckers always keep the shock shield under their chin so they can see clear, because that shock shield's all scratched up from rumbles and prior cell distractions.
Mm-hmm.
You drop kick him right in his fucking face. No matter what, it's gonna hurt him.
Yeah.
You hit him good, it's gonna rip his fucking helmet off. I had a CO the one time. I was so, and this is the day they broke my fingers, they broke a couple of my ribs. My face was on dubs. My mom, one of my homies got a hold of my mom, let her know. She came up to visit me and seen me all fucked up. One of the COs felt so guilty of what they did to me, apologized to my mom and admitted the shit. Bro, back when this happened, 5-point chairs were still legal in Pennsylvania. Now they're not. So I get so distracted. I drop kick the dude. His helmet, the neck part was still connected, the strap, but it went over.
Oh shit, yeah.
And he was crying, bro. Like he rolled right over and was screaming. These COs, they fucking, and I hit my head too. When I drop kick, I didn't land right. And I was a little stunned from that fall. But they all dogpiled on top of me.
They gave you the business.
This was not to hurt them.
Business. Gave me the business, bro.
I know.
And being real, physically, I don't cry when shit like this happens. But tears were coming out my eyes, cuz they just wouldn't stay in. You know, I would never give them the satisfaction of hearing me even moan. I got scars from biting my lip. Like, I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you when I come down and when we face to face. From biting my lip so hard, so I didn't want them to hear me in pain. Like, you know, to me, that's their victory. If you stay talking shit and don't do it, like, it kills them. It kills them worse than the beating they're giving you. And I know that don't make sense to some people.
No,
but
it do. You have to be in
that
jail.
reaction. They want that reaction.
You have to be in jail to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you're not in jail, you're not gonna. I understand that happened to me. I know when you don't say nothing, they continue beating you. You taking that shit.
And all they do is keep yelling, "Stop resisting." That's real. You guys see that in movies? Nah, that's a real tactic.
Cameras, That's
but
crazy.
These assholes, they weren't done with me yet. They wanted to make an example out of me. They knew that they were getting rid of these chairs soon.
Mm.
So they fucked me up and left me lay there, left, and acted like they couldn't get me cuffed.
Mm.
When I'm slumped, bro.
Crazy,
They leave, shut the door, look at the camera, all out of breath. We couldn't get him. We don't know how he did it. We couldn't get him.
Mm.
And then the lieutenant's like, get the OC spray. The OC spray is a big ass fire extinguisher canister. They use this shit for fucking grizzly bears. This shit ain't pepper spray. And this is where I fucked up at. I was used to the pepper spray. This OC spray was new. Pepper spray, I was used to soaking my, and this is going to sound gross, and you ladies out there, sorry, but I take calling myself a savage. I really am. I stuck my shirt in the toilet and I would soak it in water and I would wrap that shit around my face.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
And I would soak all my clothes in water because when they hit you with the pepper spray, that shit don't affect you and you can fight back and shit.
Yep.
The OC spray, and this is prison consultant also, y'all, free information. Water reactivates it and makes it worse.
Mm-hmm.
I got myself up barely off the ground just to soak my shirt in the water because I heard them saying they was going to get that spray, but I didn't know. I never heard of it. I'm thinking it's still the normal spray that they've been having for years.
Mm.
I almost died.
Mm.
I had a door jam that I always had on deck. I figured I'd be able to give myself time to like get my strength back a little bit. So I put the door jam in. Figured they'd spray me, the water would protect me.
Mm.
It didn't. When they hit me, they unloaded the whole fucking can. They only supposed to use a quarter of that shit on each person. They emptied the whole joint. My whole cell looked like bright orange.
Mm.
Everything coated in that shit.
Mm.
Instantly, I couldn't breathe. I fucking dove to that door jam, and I was all slippery from the shit, and I don't remember getting the door jam off because I passed out.
Mm.
But I guess when I passed out, my hand was on it and it took it off. And the door opened. Because the next thing I remember, I'm waking up in a 5-point chair.
Man, that's a fucked up way to wake up.
And these assholes put a fucking spit bag over me. I already can't fucking breathe. That shit, now I can't see. My eyes can't even get air in them, dude. So I just got to keep my fucking eyes closed.
Mm.
Then snot is just pouring out my nose from the fucking fumes, like the chemicals, the spray. I keep throwing up. All my throw up is getting caught in the bottom of my fucking my spit bag.
Mm.
Then a couple of hours goes by, I gotta piss. This was the worst pain I ever experienced in my fucking life. They wouldn't unhook me to piss, which they're supposed to legally.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't. And fucking I pissed myself. You're in the 5-point chair, right? Your wrist strap right here. This wrist strap. Your head strap right here. Bag underneath it. Your waist strap. The bottoms of your legs or ankles strap.
Yeah.
You can't do shit but this.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I pissed. The seat goes at an angle. Okay? I got to get graphic. I pissed. What do you think my piss did? It went down the seat and settled under my fucking ass. It felt like somebody had a lighter under my ass.
Mm.
Bro, it took everything in me. I bit the fuck out of my lip to not scream. And it lasted, bro, I passed out from the pain. I went out. Like, that shit was crazy. And then it lasted for 3.5 days.
Damn.
They're supposed to give you a chemical shower for this because it's the only thing that takes it off because water reactivates it. Water can get rid of it, but it takes multiple times. That's what they made me do. So I had to do it because, or else it wouldn't come off. And they would fucking laugh their ass off, bro. I would be choking, throwing up, because when the hot water, you know, you don't control the temperature.
Mm-hmm.
The hotter the water, the worse it activates it. You fucking can't help but to breathe in the shit. And you instantly throw up.
Mm.
That motherfucker's real savages, yeah.
Bro, real shit. This is what I'm waiting for, because I'm smart. As soon as I get a terminal disease, like cancer, and I got like a little bit of left, like I remember all the ones that did me dirty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never, ever gonna harm anyone, do anything like that, but like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm about to
You
go,
don't need them to entertain that bullshit because that's just giving satisfaction to them, yeah. They gotta pay for that shit.
Yeah, I'm getting heated, bro.
Yeah.
This shit.
You gotta
I'm gonna
understand.
kill all of it.
Motherfucker. They gotta pay for this shit one way or another. They gotta pay for this shit.
Oh yeah.
You don't even need to do it.
Yo, but my pinky's right.
Yeah.
So I'm cuffed, and it's called hog tie.
Yeah.
And this is how they take you off the block. You're cuffed, you're shackled. One CO grabs your ankle shackles and it's like, what? Another CO grabs your shit. One CO comes behind like he's helping support you underneath. This hand, he's grabbing your two pinkies. He's going to put them together and go like this. And then snap. The nurse, once you get to the triage after a cell extraction, by law, the nurse will come up to you on camera. Did my officers do anything to hurt you or harm you? It's pointless to fucking tell them, yeah, bro. I never have, because I would be like, I would even tell them, no CO did nothing to me. But when I fell and I was like, my fingers.
Yeah.
Didn't do shit.
She gave you an ace bandage. She gave you
nothing, because they only have to film for a certain amount of time.
Only for the cell extraction. That's it. Everything else after.
Once they leave, once the goon squad leaves, that's what we call them, the goon squad. Once they leave, the nurse will tell you straight up, like, don't bother, because I'm not getting into that. I'm not reporting them. And a lot of them are dating each other. All of them fuck each other, bro.
That shit is like a whole.
All of them. And so many COs are lame, so they be bragging to like people like me. Like, yeah. I'd be like, bro, like a lot, bro. I'd have pictures on my wall of all these chicks from back home. Just, chicks from the neighborhood and shit. They my homies and shit, but they bad. COs will see that shit and then immediately try to like one up you. Like, bro, I'm in prison. These are pictures. Like, you don't gotta brag about fuck nurse such and such. You fuck CO such and such. Like, I don't care. And like, I would love it when they would name a CO that sucked my dick. Some bitch CO that sucked me off. and you bragging about her. Like, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, yeah.
But not
where,
all COs
where y'all be
were
kissing,
like that. Not
Kissing.
all of them were like that.
Yeah.
There were some COs that looked out for me heavy and would never cross the line and shit.
Yeah.
There were CRIP COs at some jails I was at, and blood COs.
Mm.
Yeah.
And the only reason they were COs is to move out and help their family.
Mm.
They ain't have no record, and they helping their family.
Mm.
Some of them is a job, some of them is
to me, that's more respectable than the
Yeah.
CO that's coming to me because he's a fucking degenerate gambler and he's about to lose his house and his wife's gonna find out. So now he wants to bring drugs into the prison. I got more respect for the young boy that's militant and made sure he ain't get no criminal record and got that job in there to help because he might have a couple uncles or a cousin or somebody in there that he want to make sure is loved and cared for.
Mm.
That's
Mm.
real.
Mm.
Yep. Absolutely, yeah. Man, there should be a way you can sue these. But see, there's no
I
proof.
know.
It's just word of mouth. At this point, like it's so crazy, yo. Like you can't prove it and shit. And everybody's saying the same shit. It's not like everybody's lying and shit.
What I noticed though,
Come on, man.
one thing these young boys are doing that, you know, we say they shouldn't be doing it out here, right? But these young boys, they get locked up. They grew up on social media. They ain't smuggling in the phones that I was getting in. I'm trying to get little tiny ZZ Long joints that I could hide, little flip phones like them Zoolander phones. You remember that movie?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
little, like I'm trying to get something like
What they
that.
call them finger
These
phones?
young boys are like, bro, I need to get a fucking joint so I could post shit on TikTok.
Yeah.
I need to fucking get on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Yo, I see this shit
But
more and more now, yo.
it's helping. They're exposing and showing how prison really is. The shit that the CEOs and the higher ups always try to hide. That shit's right on
Some of them
YouTube.
are, yo, but I'm seeing these guys doing TikTok challenges and
Yo, that shit. I
like,
didn't do that.
I'm like, what the fuck is really going on in prison? They having fast.
What I was doing seriously. That shit's in the way. If you're making moves and you're doing it, you can't be posting shit. You're gonna get jammed up.
Ridiculous, yeah.
But the ones that are just doing that shit to have fun, like I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I've seen some crazy shit though, yeah. But yeah.
Yo, that prison TikTok shit is funny, bro.
Yeah, some of them, yeah. Some of them, like it's funny to see grown ass men doing some of these fucking dances, yeah. Like that was the hopping dance or whatever. I'm like, these are fucking
and go from that to going to murder somebody in their hut.
Yeah. I guess any bit of that's a moment.
People forget that.
Yeah.
People forget that.
Yeah.
You as a human being.
Yeah.
Our brains are designed to make the best out of every situation we in.
Yeah.
That's why when you growing up struggling, you still got tons of good memories.
Yeah. Because
it's the people around you, your family that make. It's not the money. It's not the cars, the clothes, where you at. It's who you with and who you care about. In prison, you understand and learn that. You like understand what real loyalty is, what it really means to have somebody's back. Because it ain't nothing to do that with a gun, you know. And I got locked up for shooting, killing one of my friends. So I'm not saying, you know, like that's bitch shit. I'm just saying like it's totally different from hand-to-hand violence.
Yeah, you can shoot from a distance and shit. Yeah.
Shooting from a distance.
Yeah.
Strangling somebody to death.
Yeah.
or having to torture them before you kill them. You know, people don't just be quiet.
Yeah.
These dudes will beg you to not do it.
Yeah.
But let's say you don't do it. What's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to the people you care about? And no one is put in that hot seat without knowing that they were ending up in that hot seat. It's just they said, fuck it. I'm going to try.
Just a matter of time, man. That's the message. That's the
And
message.
that's, you know, and it's people always are confused when I say I'm not a violent person.
Yeah. You
And
had
I
to
always like to refer to soldiers.
Yeah.
The dudes signing up to the military to go overseas and start putting shit down. The ops, their ops. They got their own ops. They putting them down. They getting bodies. When they come home, everyone gives them a hug and they so proud and shit. I'm one of them. I got peoples that's in the military and shit. I got my low homies that were in the military. So, but what I'm saying is, I do the same shit in prison. Everybody around here don't give me a welcome home for real like that.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I got barred from numerous local bars in my neighborhood because the regulars felt uncomfortable with me being in there. They didn't feel safe.
What the
Bro, I'm not a weirdo serial killer that just like
you just knocking shit down like
like bro, that blows my mind.
That's fucking stupid, yo.
Like in prison, what I did, I was following order. I was a soldier.
Yeah.
I followed order, and it was for a reason. And it was to keep me and my family safe, us alive.
Yeah.
And that's what everyone else was doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In war, what do? You kill. You kill people. That's how you win a war. So why do motherfuckers look at the dudes that are gang banging, that are serious about that shit, and in prison having to defend themselves? What's wrong with defending yourself? If you tell me this, right? Everybody watching this, let's say you ain't homosexual, you straight like all of us, right? You mean to tell me you ain't gonna kill somebody if they trying to get you to do something homosexual and you're not homosexual?
Yeah, they gotta put themselves in the situation, yo. They gotta understand that you have to.
I get called evil.
You have to adapt.
I get called a monster. Like, motherfuckers tell me, a lot of people think, you know, around my area, like everybody can't wait to tell on somebody to me. And it's like, bro, I'm not a violent person, and I stick with that. I'm not. I would love to never hurt anyone ever again. But the way the world is, I know I'm going to have to at some point. I don't know when. I hope not for a long time. But the way the world is, I mean, I just look at our past. Look at all three of our past. How many rumbles combined do you think all of us have had our whole life? Couldn't even fucking count.
Facts.
Something always fucking happens because there's always an asshole waiting to either say something stupid or disrespectful. Like, there's no respect.
That was just like,
and I think that's why people are ratting so much, because people don't respect no more.
Yeah, a whole nother world, man. Definitely a whole nother world. What you saying, man? Oh, your volume. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear.
No, I was saying it was kind of like how when we was growing up, we was defensive. We wasn't troublemakers. We wasn't out there rob. Like we wasn't doing that. Growing up. Like we was.
And you didn't do nothing. And you don't do nothing to citizens.
But
you
we
go
was.
after you deal with the motherfuckers that signed up for what you
background.
signed up for.
I see it now. One of the lights, but it's all right. Keep going.
That's another thing. Why are citizens worried about what dudes are doing in the street? Because real street dudes, we didn't involve citizens. We weren't going after. If you signed up for the life that I signed up for, I'm sorry. If you ain't in my circle, you fair game.
Yeah.
You're not in my circle. You signed up for this. You know what comes with this life.
Yeah.
And that's where the honor and respect and loyalty came all in. Because it was something to be a part. You were, bikers, they say that 1%er. Because they're the 1% who lives outside the law. They're outlawed. And that's everyone that's in that lifestyle. And
that was
America was founded on outlaw shit.
Yeah.
Everyone was just doing whatever the fuck they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then making laws up as they went that suited them and filled their pockets. And it's been that way since. I don't vote. I'll never vote ever. I don't give a fuck about that shit because that ain't my world. The reason why they all have the power they do because they trick so many motherfuckers into thinking they really do have power in their world. Like every vote counts. Every vote counts. Like it don't matter. Bro, I could have lived my whole 31 years on this world, right? You could have told me Bill Clinton was the president the whole fucking time I've been alive, and I'd be like, yeah. Yeah, I could tell. Bro, like, and I get it. Y'all in that, like, good, like, y'all were born into it. I feel y'all. Y'all are gangster. I give y'all that. Like,
they all play for the same team. It's all the same shit, yo.
But
I a little bit better right now. But
I stay in my world. I stay in my lane.
Yeah.
That's why I don't pay attention to that shit. But
yeah,
I'm trying to help people, bro. And I know y'all is too. Like
that was prison consultant 101 right there, yo. That's what it is.
Like I want to help the people that went through what we went through.
Yeah.
I want to prevent people from going through what we went through.
This is why they need.
Stop wasting your time paying attention to people that you will never ever comprehend what's going on in their world, or like you following all this shit on the internet, politics, and reading this and reading that and reading this and this conspiracy bullshit and this. Yo, pay attention to the struggle that you're going to end up in or that you're a part of. And don't tell me that you an American and don't have one family member in prison. You can't. America, land of the free, we have the highest prison population in the world, cuz.
Fast.
In the world.
Because it's a business. Because it's a business. They turned that shit into a business. That's why, yo. They was like, fuck it, yo. We're going to build a bunch of these motherfuckers now.
Slavery got exchanged with prisoner.
This is modern day slavery. That's what it is.
And guess what? They caught up with the times and slavery. They ain't being racist no more.
No. Facts.
As long as you got a number, you got that felony.
State property.
Your state property. Y'all seen the Beanie Siegel movie?
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Shout out to PA.
That's a classic right there.
Shout out to PA. He
Word,
was locked up in a lot of PA prisons.
So shout out all your social media, your
Everything
YouTube,
you're working on, yeah,
everything you're working on, anything coming up and shit, anything and everything, Let them know. Definitely where to get in contact with you.
I'm
They-
coming. March Rapness. I'm coming.
Yes.
I've been waiting 11 years to go to something like that.
yeah.
Yo, real shit. I ain't never been in the Bronx.
Wow. Well, you welcome, brother. You welcome.
I can't wait, bro. Like y'all, that's a legendary spot.
And we grew up on the block where hip hop started.
Where it started, yeah.
I'm gonna take you down.
That shit was 5 minutes. Yo, what was it? Let me see. Yo, it was 5 minutes one way. It was the park.
You can show me around and shit, right?
Other way. Yeah, I mean,
I want to see different spots and shit.
I got you, yo.
A
lot has changed, but it still got the roots.
Yeah, man, I got you, yo. New York.
Yeah.
Every time I go,
it's
like
listen, East Coast music is killing it right now.
Yeah, it's a comeback, It's a comeback.
For real.
The rise of underground music, man.
Rowdy just got out.
A lot of shit, yo.
Yeah, Rowdy Rebel just got out. Bobby Smurder gonna be getting out.
Yeah.
Oh,
everybody's coming up all day. Time, yo. All them cats they hit with like 20, 25, 30 years, they all coming to the end of their bids now, yo.
Yep, they all coming in.
Bro, what really hurt though? Pop Smoke.
Yeah, man.
That shit was
all these cats, man. It's just unnecessary, man. Like,
yeah, I fucked with him heavy, man. I just seen the potential with him.
Yeah.
He was
special. He was special.
He reminded me of a young 50 Cent.
Yeah.
How he was when he first came, like that's what he reminded me of.
Yeah. No, facts.
Dang, man. And he awoke. I don't care what he was.
Yeah.
He was talented. He was talented.
They take it away from the music, man, when they doing this shit, man. It ain't even fucking hip hop no more and shit, yo. It ain't even hip hop no more.
Drill.
Yeah, I don't even
understand. Where's the story? See, and that's another thing. King Vaughn was a storyteller.
Yeah.
What happened to that? And he gonna get smoked over some dumb shit.
Yeah, man. All of them, man. Over clout, man, and emotions and shit, man. Like, man.
So many talented rappers are done. That's a shame.
Your ass at home, yo. That's what I do, and I stay the fuck out of trouble, yo. I go to work and I go home and shit. I do this, yeah. That's my routine, yeah.
My loc homie, my loc brother that I was telling y'all about, Shooter, that's gonna come on. I told him, I'm going everywhere with you if you taking this serious, because it's dangerous. I had your back in prison. I will have your back out here. Like,
it's fucked up.
It's that dangerous. You gotta be prepared. If you want to be a rapper now, people think that shit's sweet. You don't see the body count.
This shit is crazy.
They prefer that. They literally refer rappers as the bag.
Yep.
They be telling the young boys, you gotta protect the bag. Protect the bag. Yep. He ain't a bag. That's your bro.
Yeah.
Who found a way out the struggle to help everyone around. Like, he ain't a bag.
Yep.
Protect the bag. Protect your man.
Protect your home, yeah.
Yo,
call him a bag. What the fuck? I don't care if he ain't got no money. When I tell my homie I got your back, I don't care if he ain't never make no money. I'ma still protect him like he a fucking billionaire. Like, fuck, we ain't have millions when we were back to back in prison.
Right about that.
Whole new world, man. It's a whole new world, yo. But yo, man.
But yeah, bro. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Shit. You already know, yo. You always welcome back on, man. Shit. We're gonna see you anyway. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
Even though that one will probably come out before this. I don't know, yo. We gotta line these shits up right, yo.
Yo, you know what I was thinking though? When you said, when we was talking about doc idea.
The what?
I think y'all should do my shit. If I do a documentary, I think we should do that shit together and have it come out on both our channels.
Listen.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't know. We got a lot planned behind the scenes.
Yeah.
A lot is coming.
We just hold a camera up and then post it. That's it. That's what they think, you know?
We're going to be doing a lot of things. We're going to be collabing on a lot. We're still going to stay in our own lanes, but we're going to be collabing.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully.
I'm trying to get my subscribers. I'm trying to get my subscribers and their subscribers to be a family like we is.
Yep. Facts. Yep.
You can see this summer, watch. You're going to see next month. I'm coming down, March Rapness.
Yeah. I hope this shit comes out good, man. Man.
But yeah, I love y'all. Shout out to the East Coast. Shout out to the West Coast. And shout out to everybody and all you young boys that is feeling what we talking about. I fuck with y'all. Real shit. Because I know not all of y'all are on that tight time. I know a lot of y'all got that militant mind and see all the fuckery going on. To them young boys, I fuck with y'all and subscribe to this channel and subscribe to my channel.
That's right.
Because real recognize real, and that's all we speak on this shit.
Exactly.
Start checking out the other interviews on here.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all viewing my shit like y'all are, but I'm telling y'all, these other interviews are good, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. I appreciate that,
Not
man.
everybody knows how to speak. I used to not know how to speak. As I moved up in gang rank, you know, I had a lot more people under me. I had a lot more people that I had to talk to, and that helped. You know, having meetings and shit in prison and yard and something, that's what helped me. So I understand it's hard for a lot of people to speak what's on their mind. And I had years to help practice this.
Yeah.
But
I mean, just
bro, these dudes, you need to understand, just listen to what they're saying. Because the content speaks for itself.
That's right.
And I personally watched all these and I like all of them. That's why I be fucking with them. And they're on the same type time as me.
That's right. We waiting for you to come out with your
next watch all yours, yo. I keep going over there refreshing, waiting for it to drop, yo.
I'm waiting for you to come out with something new, man.
I was trying to tell y'all, I keep every time we go to upload it. We got one uploading right now, but we just ain't edited. We just putting it raw content out. Because y'all know, bro, how long does it take me to meet up with y'all on this?
Yeah. Man, that raw
shit. Yo, I be confused as fuck.
We barely edit anything and shit, yo. This one I might have to edit some shit, yo.
I mean, we usually do go through one take, but a lot of my subscribers like that one intro song I had with the, like, you know, intro joint, whatever. I be trying to give them what they want, like what they like seeing. That's one thing I always am reading the comments. I might not have time to respond like that, But I'm always taking heed to what every one of my subscribers want to see and want to hear.
Yeah.
And I know y'all do the same.
Hell yeah, I try to respond to every one of them, man, because I appreciate it, man. Like, we're a small channel coming up, man. We finally get a little bit of recognition and shit, yo, and I appreciate it, man, for real, yo. Like, I don't want to disrespect anybody that's ever came on the show, man. I want each one of them to have their own proper due, man. Like, show them some love and shit, because they didn't have to do this, man. They don't have to share their life.
Yeah.
For
And
your
that's hard to do.
entertainment, yeah.
It's hard to do when you know thousands,
especially
millions,
if I don't
maybe.
know, like some of them I've never met, I've never talked to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until we've interviewed them, and they open it up to a stranger. Like respect that, you know, like share their story, man. Share it. You never know.
Yeah, like listen, not everybody is
like
going
it.
to talk like we do.
Exactly.
Like the three of us talk. A lot of people just
hard for me to do. I
don't
like,
have that, and a lot of y'all watching this can relate to that.
Yeah.
I don't like doing this. I don't like.
Give some people, give people a little leeway. Give them a little rope, and just listen to the content because it will help you. Everyone's story will help you because everything a rerun in this life.
Yeah.
What? Like the world. Just like the world go around, so does life.
Starts over, the clock resets. Bang. Bang.
There's a saying. There's a good saying. There's a real good saying a lifer told me. Who you are, I was. Who I am, you will be. And hearing that coming from a lifer, if you think the way I do, that's a scary fucking statement.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
And who you are, I was. And who I am, you're gonna fucking be.
Yeah.
That's real, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. Life is a rerun.
Yeah. It happens every day, yo. Every day, over and over again.
All the teenagers watching this, all the young boys watching this, y'all are gonna experience everything we did, and I feel so fucking bad for y'all.
Or they could see it right now and stop, yo.
Bang.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Bang. Go ahead. Keep on asking for it.
This is it, yo. Yep.
Or,
that's what it
yes.
That's why he made this shirt, yo. Go ahead and keep on asking for it, yo.
Keep on asking.
Right there. That's the
bro. It don't make you weak. It don't make you it don't make you a bitch asking. I asked all the time. Them old head gangsters that their names ring bells across the country. They love that I ask questions.
Right.
They love being able to educate me, and I wanted to know.
They got years of knowledge to pass on, man.
You gotta have respect for the dudes who. There's dudes who started the craft that you take for granted.
You know, there should be like a station, like a channel. People that came out of prison and just have this knowledge to just share, like
and just bullshit like this.
Like just
a talk show.
Maybe
like a radio talk show.
Just think about it. It's years and years of feeding their brain so many different subjects and so many different types of books of everything, just life, just man.
I think that's something. Crazy, I think something that's Revolt TV can do, since that's the newer, the newer black.
Shout it out, yo. Come see me, yo. Come see me, yo. We started a network, yo. I got some people, yo.
I like that.
I'm not good with the hashtags and all that shit, yo. My sister be killing me. She be like, yo, you need to put the hashtags. I'm like, man, I don't Fucking hat. Yeah, I don't fucking
Y'all see my daughter?
Oh.
She just woke up.
Uh-huh. My dog been coming up and down, like, yo, you finished yet? Yo, what you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. They like children, yeah. But yo,
Oh
like I said,
man,
man,
yo, y'all
I
seen, bro? I lost that puppy.
know,
We're
man.
sorry to hear that, bro.
It had
Yeah, definitely hard.
the
Definitely
vet.
hear
The
that, man.
vet said, parvo. There was nothing they could
That
do,
shit's like
bro.
AIDS for dogs, pretty much, yeah.
Bro, that shit killed me, bro.
Yeah.
That shit killed me. I felt like I lost my son.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
I had
sister,
him for one full day, damn near a little over 24 hours.
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
See? Look at that, yeah. They like kids, man. They like kids.
Yeah,
You don't understand, you gotta entertain them, you gotta feed them, you gotta take them out into public, help them socialize with other dogs and shit,
in
know.
PA, in Pennsylvania, in prison, they got this dog program shit, right?
That's dope though,
But they would never. It is, but they don't let people like me allowed to do that shit.
Mm.
Bro, I was never allowed to do anything but caretaker shit, pick up garbage. They wouldn't let me do anything.
Mm.
Like they be treat if you're a known gang member, you're SDG, they treat you. And it's fucked up because a lot of dudes that are gangbanging are trying to change their life and trying to learn a trade. And they're like, you're a gang member. No, because you could get weapons there, or you could extort these people, or you could do this. Like, no, I'm trying to fucking learn a trade so I don't
Yeah.
come back here and have to listen to your bitch ass.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like when you fucking tell them that.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Man, this shit is so fucking corrupt, it's ridiculous,
Bro, they never let me do shit. My
Yeah.
mom used to be blowing the prison up, begging them.
Your mom was
I
on
was
it.
trying to take college. I was trying to do everything.
Mm.
The only thing I was able to do was get my OSHA.
Mm.
My OSHA certification.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to get that. They let me do that, and that was the only fucking thing, bro. But they had they kept putting me in violence prevention and drug and alcohol, back and forth.
But nothing to do with your time.
No.
They want you to be drug free, but they want you to sit there all day with your thoughts.
I don't really like. I was strung out still my first 5 years, and I say strung out because if you're using opiates every day, that's called strung out. And I ain't got no problem calling myself that because I was.
Mm.
I was on some weird shit when I was a young boy.
Mm.
And bro, first 5 years, that was my crutch. And I was getting worse in prison than I was on the street.
See that shit?
But I got myself clean in the hole. My mom helped me.
Mm.
My mom's a Baptist. She a Christian. And everyone in PA knows the only book that you get in the hole from them when you go down there is the Bible.
Yep.
And I read that joint from front to back probably 6 times my whole life because of how much solitary time I did. And I never, ever was like, I tell people like there is no God.
Mm.
You know, that's how I was, because how my life was. Like, I just, like, man, that shit ain't real. That shit's a scam.
Mm.
Bro, it might be. I don't know. But me personally, out of nowhere. And I read that Bible all the time, never felt shit. But this particular time, I was growing up. That's what was really going on. But I didn't notice at the time. But I was getting mature. My brain was developing and thinking as an adult, not a child. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I'm reading deep into it. And I don't care if you don't believe in God or not, but some of that shit in the Bible is philosophical. Yeah. And it's real shit. Psalms and Proverbs. Mm-hmm. Some intelligent shit. Mm-hmm. And my mom was a Baptist. I asked her, how you get saved? And what's crazy is, when you were born again Christian, you ask, and this is crazy too, because everybody like, you a CRIP. God knows why I do what I do. Mm. And God knows my heart. And if you read that Bible, there's more murdering and killing and savage shit in that Bible you will ever see on no fucking movie, TV screen. And God's a savage. Mm. You cross God, he the OG of this world. This is how I look at it. Mm. He's the OG of the world. Mm. When he tell you, nah, this is how I want shit, and he do that very rarely, but when he say it and you don't do it, what do you do? Mm. I believe that shit. Mm. People can believe whatever they want, but this is me, and that's how I viewed it, and it just... My mom told me all you gotta do is get on your knees and be like, God, I want Jesus in my heart. I believe in you, and I'm rocking with you. Mm. Like, I know you died for my sins, and I feel that shit. And I was like, bro, like, I'm the last person in the world to say this shit, but I felt that shit. Mm. Yeah, and I never ever, I never got strung out again. Mm. I did opiates one more time, and I didn't even talk about this on Death's channel because it's too graphic, but I really want to talk about this on y'all channel. When I got out of prison, I wasn't allowed to stay in my area because my pops thought that I'd be drawing. Mm. And I'm not going into detail what I mean by that, but he didn't want me around. Mm. And he asked me if I would go stay with my mom in Florida. Mm. Bro, last time I've been on the street, I was a young boy, and all I knew was this shoot an obstacle. Now I'm an adult, just did all this time, and I'm getting sent to a state where I don't know nobody. Only my mom and shit. And I know what I look like. Mm. And I ain't one to fucking hide my shit. It's Florida, it's hot. Mm. If I don't want to wear a shirt, I ain't wearing a fucking shirt. I had a rough time. Mm. And was getting in shit. Mm. I was down Miami. I almost got killed down there. Yeah. Now, I ain't going into no details but
of course.
There was a little race riot going on over the COVID shit down there. Mm. Motherfuckers thought I was AB because I was white and tatted like this. Mm.
You don't know how to read, yeah? I mean,
I had this situation. I had a regular t-shirt on, some shorts. Thank God, God was watching out for me, and I had a source of protection that kept me safe. Mm. and I run real fast. Yeah. But I got out of there.
God's work too. That's God's work.
I started going back to my prison ways. The day I left prison, I made myself a promise, like, I'm done. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And I meant it. That COVID shit hit. My whole family, they losing money. Motherfuckers can't help me. The ones that like told me they got me, but now they don't have money. Like, it was fucked up. And all I know is the street. And I'm in another state. So me and my mom, we lost the apartment we had down there. And I didn't want my mom worrying about me. My mom could take care of herself fine. She had a good job. But me, I'm a burden. And I knew that. So I lied to her and told her I had a spot to go to. And I'm cool. And so she dropped me off in Miami. At the time, I was dating this girl who's now my baby mom. She pregnant with my son right now. But she's locked up in the feds. Yeah, I think I was telling you all about that shit. But yeah, we went down Miami with this girl that she was locked up in the feds with her last bit. And bro, it was over from there. I went right back into the life. And I was gang banging and doing this, doing that, and fucking, bro, I started doing porn.
Oh shit, man.
Because the girl I was with, that's what she did for a living.
Definitely didn't see that coming, yeah. Definitely didn't see that coming.
And she only did like hardcore girl on girl porn. When me and her started dating, she did this like OnlyFans shit, and people were paying crazy money because she ain't known to fuck dudes. So I was like the dude that was, yeah, and like,
that's some bread right there.
bro, all of a sudden, it hit me. Everything I had plans for, I wanted to help people. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. I wanted to help young boys not go through what I went through, and I'm getting worse than what I was, and it's just because I need a roof over my head. And I said, fuck this. I'm going back. But what got me to that, I try to kill myself. Because in my head, I'm like, I just did 11 years in prison. I made it through all that bullshit. And I don't lie to my homies, but I lied to my fucking self like a fucking nut. And the hotel we was staying at, what I was selling wasn't the same shit he had opiates. I traded him what I had. I got enough opiates to get like 6 people high. And I just dumped the whole bag in my mouth and started chewing on it. And then I waited till my girl went to sleep. By some miracle, she fucking wakes up and fucking calls 911. Has no idea why I'm not getting up because I ain't tell her. When the paramedics got there, somebody was on the phone with her. She had to give me CPR the whole time. And I was dead. I was legally dead, they said, for like 14, it was either 13 or 14 minutes. But she was giving me CPR the whole time. And I guess they have the law, they hit you with Narcan 3 times. But the reason they found out, when they opened my mouth, that plastic bag that the carfentanil was in, they seen the bag, overdose popped in their head, and they started hitting me with this shit called Narcan. And they hit me 3 times and nothing. My girl started crying, begged them to hit me again. They hit me again. Nothing. Begs them again. They hit me, and I fucking gasp a breath. And now I'm fucking looking around and shit. I thought my girl at the time, I thought was my mom. And the first thing I said was, I'm sorry. Because I couldn't really tell. I just knew it was a woman or whatever. And then I died again. They hit me with Narcan again for the 6th time. Got me coherent. Got me in the ambulance. COVID was going on, so nobody could go. So they took me by myself. Now, get this, right? My girl at the time, she on the run, federal parole. A lot of people wonder why I hold her down while she's locked up, even though we ain't together and shit. Bro, anyone else would have left me. She was on the run on federal parole and knew that was going to red flag the feds. And she stayed and gave me CPR and shit.
Yeah.
Me and her were not good for each other. Our personalities were too, it just wasn't meant to be. But we good friends, and we have a son coming on April. He's due in April.
See? And
but she got booked. She got booked for that. They found out, she was in Florida for sure. They had evidence because she was on the police joint. And yeah, they took her back and they making her max her shit out. So she got to do 18 months. And we didn't find out she was pregnant until she got locked up. She wasn't feeling good and throwing up. They gave her a pregnancy test and she was pregnant. But I got my first child on the way. I'm so grateful and blessed for that. I'm holding her down. I'm gonna
man. You
I'm gonna hold her down when she gets out. And my girl now, the girl that I'm with now is, bro, like, me and her perfect for each other. We just feed off each other's positivity, and she supports everything I do. And she got my back with everything.
And that's how you're gonna make it, man.
And we grew up together.
Oh shit.
Listen, she's a twin, but she has a twin brother. It was boy-girl twins. Her brother is my best friend. And he actually held me down. He was the only boy that I had that did not fall off the entire 11 years.
Damn, that's what's up, yo. Damn, that's crazy, yo. How does he feel about this?
He loves it.
Yeah, that's what's up there, yo. That shit.
And because he knows me. I never hit a woman. I don't play that hitting woman shit. I respect my girl, and I'm one of the few dudes around here like that.
That's it. Call it back.
I don't cheat.
See?
I actually don't play that shit.
See? There's dudes out there, yo. These women don't.
I know, and listen. I got homies that, whatever. You got side bitches. I get it. Like, I lived that life before. It's just, I feel, me personally, I feel like that would be the biggest disrespect to her, and I love her. You feel me? Like, I wouldn't want her doing that shit to me. I ain't doing that shit to her. And I'm institutionalized. I wasn't on no gay shit in there.
How long you been together?
I could go. I could be patient, bro. One that I truly love is enough for a lifetime for me.
Yeah.
I don't need nothing else.
Yeah.
I just need one ride or die that I love to death, and that's all I need. I'm good.
Exactly.
And my daughter.
Yeah. Exactly. 2 ride or dies.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Man. Well, shit, yeah. Like I said, man, I greatly appreciate you coming on, man. As
Yeah,
always,
bro.
the door is always open for you to always come back, man. You and your homie, whatever, it doesn't matter, yo. Again, yo, the lessons that you providing to people is just is out of this world, man. Like you can't even put a price on
Yeah.
it. Like for
I
real, man.
know a
That's
lot
why
of
everybody
people.
needs to go to your
that
channel. What's your channel again? Tell everybody.
Prison Consultant with
Uh-huh.
Eric Costo.
Yeah.
And
There you
I
go.
am Eric Costo.
Yeah. That should be your little logo and shit, yo.
No,
Like that.
it is. No, he do say that when he
Oh,
do
you need
it.
like a little cartoon.
And any of
Yeah,
y'all watching this
he
out in
do.
Pittsburgh or Beaver County, quit Beaver Falls, listen, you need firewood? I got you.
Yeah, for
I'm
days.
slanging wood. I remove them bitches. I
Yeah,
plow snow.
there you
You
go,
got a
yo.
bar? You own a bar? I'll plow that shit. You
Well,
can tip
tell
me
them
in
your
a
Instagram
you can
so they
tip
can
me in a
DM
case
you.
of beer, bro.
Tell them a number or something they can contact you for that.
The number for the business is area code 304-909-5295.
Oh,
And if
yo.
it's not me who answers, just ask for Eric. If not, ask for JR. And if y'all don't know who JR is, check out my interview with my bro on my show, Prison Consultant with Eric Costo. That's who I
And it's
started
for
the business
business.
with.
It's for business purposes.
Business, legal, clean money,
Yeah. There you go.
clean money. That shit legal.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm making legal money.
Gotta stay safe out there, man.
That would paid for this Remy.
Keep slinging that wood out there and shit, yo.
Yo,
Stay safe out there, yo. We definitely, you already know, we're gonna talk to you in another day or whatever, probably tomorrow. Shit. But yeah,
you
again,
already know. And bro, anytime you invite me, I'm coming on, bro.
there you go, yo.
Appreciate you, man.
I mean, I get a lot of people who always want to hear the three of us talk because we all can talk.
That's right.
But like I said, bro, please check out the other interviews and keep in mind, not everybody can talk to a whole audience like this and be comfortable.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. Yep.
Fuck, I used to be like that.
And I appreciate you even saying that, man, for real, yo, because people actually, they took their time out, they opened up and shit, give them respect, man. Just
Yeah, real shit. They telling the story. And most of the people that are talking shit, they ain't willing to put themselves out there.
Exactly. Sideline motherfuckers, yo.
Yep.
The one dude, I was about to go in, I click on his shit. He had like 20 something followers. I'm like, dude, I'm clowning myself right now, just responding.
Every video sometimes I'm like, damn, I don't know.
I ain't used to it. I ain't used to the social media shit, bro. It's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like a bitch ever even arguing. Like, I be clowning myself after I do that shit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Who that? Who that? Who that?
This is Jax right here, yo.
Jax?
This dog is the smartest dog in the world, man. He coming. Sarah probably set him down, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, man, I appreciate it, yo. Stay safe out there, yo.
Yep, always.
We gotta stay up with you, man. You already know.
Yep.
If they only knew.
Only knew. If they only knew. Stay
Yo.
free. Stay free.
Exactly. Yeah.
Way better.